greatness waiting to explode. The universe is waiting for you to speak it into being. Let's do it. Hi, my name is Nekesha Burrell. I am the host of Freelancers Oasis. Are you feeling down, unworthy, failure to launch type of feeling? Do you know someone who's going through this phase? If you do, this episode is for you. Feel free to connect with me anytime through my links in the podcast description below. Listen to the end for steps to take to break free from whatever you feel is holding you back from your best self. Our topic today is how to break free. I want to start with a story I heard years ago, and it resonated with me ever since. So, this story is about an elephant. Most of you probably know it, but you'll get the point by the time I'm done. Now, a gentleman was walking through an elephant camp, and he spotted that elephants weren't being kept in cages or held or used by chains. All that was holding them from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied onto one of their legs. As the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why the elephants didn't just use their strength to break the rope and escape the camp. They could easily have done so, but instead they didn't even try at all. Curious and wanting to know the answer, he asked the trainer nearby why the elephants were just standing there and never tried to escape. Now, the trainer replied, "Well, when they were very young and much smaller, we used the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe that they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, although they're much bigger, so they never try to break free." Now, the only reason that elephants weren't breaking free and escaping from the camp was that over time, they adopted the belief that it just wasn't possible. Man, for me, I get teary when I remember my own journey and think of this story. Because it is sad, but it's a boost to get you up and get out, isn't it? We may find that our mindset has been programmed to think we cannot. And this, for me, is playing mind games with yourself. So, here's a scenario. You condition your mind in your relationship, in your job, your spirituality, or even your dreams that you're supposed to accomplish. And you say to yourself unconsciously, "I could never. I cannot afford. I definitely will fail." But what you don't understand is no matter how much the world tries to hold you back, always continue with the belief that what you want to achieve is possible. Believing that you become successful is the most important step in actually achieving it. So, if we speak negative over our own lives, we attract negative energy. I just believe that's the way it works. We tend to keep ourselves around negative crowd. That's another red flag because nobody there is thinking about moving further or uplifting, so you feel right at home. Well, today, my listeners, breaking free means just that, just letting go. It truly means taking the time to reevaluate yourself in a number of ways. And for some folks, it's meditating. For others, it's fasting and praying, which is what I do. But either way, whatever method you decide to use, it's about reconnecting with yourself. It's a reconnecting with your spirituality. It's about finding a oneness again. You know, it's like finding your youthfulness again when you were not afraid of anything. And whatever method you choose, it is about reprogramming your mindset one step at a time. Okay? And the easiest way for me to say this, it's to start by speaking affirmations over your life and setting small goals and seeing it through to break free from your mindset of accepting failure and actually awarding yourself every time you achieve a small goal. Isn't that wonderful? So let's give a lesson until our next episode. Okay? Most things you have to accomplish in life is not much about being right or wrong. It's about doing what is right for you. And this is where most of us go wrong. So let's do this. Write down something small you've been wanting to do for the longest time. It could be changing a light bulb or cleaning out your garage. See, things that seem mundane to us is really the hardest routines to keep. If you can set simple tasks this weekend and see it through, let's talk about how you feel when you actually completed this very small goal on our next episode. That's it. I cannot wait to hear your simple goals that you rocked this weekend. Break free from negative. Invite your true purpose through positive mindset. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my thoughts today. This was my first episode, and I believe we rocked it. Each one, teach one. Now, please remember to take a minute to share, like, and subscribe to my podcast. We will be tuned in together every Wednesday, so stay tuned. Until our next episode, we will discuss further steps to taking and setting goals and sticking to it. That's a hard one, right? But it's pretty simple if we can follow the steps that I'll have for you. Until then, bye y'all.